Guys, Michael Edward here, head trader at True Trading Group, and on July 23rd, a small red day for me today. Today was a slower day. I was really focused on Beyond Meat today, looking for the extension move from yesterday. If you saw my video from yesterday, we had two big trades in Beyond Meat yesterday. Beyond Meat had a huge day yesterday, and I was looking for a short squeeze to new all-time highs today. We put in those new all-time highs, but we didn't get the short squeeze. We didn't get the follow-through move that I was looking for. And small caps in general were pretty quiet. There was a couple of small caps like ACHN, CHMA, RLGY, I think was the other one, that really didn't give us anything to write home about, or really didn't give us too much excitement, or at least consistent excitement. You got like CHMA had one nice move, but not much else. After that, it was just a little bit of a slower day. I'm okay with the red day here today, guys. And what I'm going to talk to you about with this video is how to adjust your game plan mid-trade, and the importance of adjusting your game plan mid-trade, because when you go into a trade, okay, you have a specific game plan, you have your profit targets, you have your stop loss area, so you have your risk on the trade. But the stock doesn't do what you think it was going to do. You need to adjust, okay? Because every single candle that a stock puts in is more information and more data that can help you make an analysis and draw a conclusion on which way you think the stock is going to go, okay? I entered Beyond Meat today long with a very specific game plan. Once that game plan did not come to fruition and I started to get more information, as the stock continues to trade, puts in another candle, something new started to develop, and I had to change my game plan. And now I went from, I was still long Beyond Meat, but the game plan has completely changed. I'm still on the same side of the trade, but the game plan has completely changed. Okay, so that's what we're going to go over. That's what we're going to talk about here with this video. And also, it's important to point out, and it's important for you guys to really to have this perspective on trading. I have a red day today. It's not a big red day. It's a small red day. I did a really good job managing my risk. I had a very specific game plan. I stuck to my rules. The window of opportunity presented itself. I jumped on it. I didn't get the trade I was looking for, but I managed my risk. I adjusted my game plan mid-trade, and I was able to exit with a small loss. Exiting with a small loss on Beyond Meat, with the position size that I trade it with how volatile the moves are, with how fast this stock can make a move, I'm happy that I was able to cut the loss as low as I did. So just because you don't make money on a trade doesn't necessarily mean you made a bad trade. Because losing is part of trading. No matter how good a setup looks, sometimes it's just not going to work out, and you're going to be on you're going to have a failed pattern, a failed breakout. You're going to be on the wrong side of the trade, and that's okay. No one's going to be right 100% of the time. You're going to have losing trades, but when you can say to yourself, I identified a setup, it was a high probability pattern, it was good risk reward, I got a good entry point, I was patient with my entry, it didn't work out, I stuck to my stop loss, I exited the trade, and I kept it moving. That's still a good trade. You still did a good job trading that day. So even though I'm red on the day today, I still think I did a good job trading today. And it's important that you guys have that perspective, because self-confidence as a trader is crucial. Okay, it's crucial having self-confidence. If you second guess yourself, you're not going to pull the trigger. I mean, it's just, you have to be confident in your abilities and what it is that you're doing. So it's important that you have that perspective and don't always equate P&L with good trading or bad trading, because today I'm red, but I still think I traded well. Okay, it's important to have that perspective. Now, going into the Beyond Meat trade, let's get to it. Okay, yesterday we had this big breakout day. Okay, right up there testing the previous all-time high. We caught that trade. Like I said, if you guys missed that video, go back, check it out. It was just from yesterday. Go back and check out that video. It was a good one. Okay, so I was looking for, we were gapping up today. Okay, I'm looking above the prior day's high, yesterday's high, and I'm looking for a continuation move up towards 215-ish. Okay, that's the move that I was looking for today. That was the game plan coming into the day. So let's pan this over. Let's get to the trade. Okay, right off the bat, I'm saying to myself, I'm looking for yesterday's highs to hold support. There's yesterday's highs. Okay, it also kind of coincides with that previous all-time high. Okay, so this is the area I'm looking for support to hold. Now, keep in mind, this is a very volatile stock, so we tailed through this level a couple of times. This is actually the tail that got me into the trade. Okay, we gapped up, we pulled in quickly, found support, and right from this support area, we shot right all the way up to make a new high. We went from like 197 all the way up to 207. That's a $10 pop. Okay, and I said to myself, wow. Once I saw that action, I said, there's a lot of support right down in this area. Look at that tail that just got put in. So I waited for that first little pullback down into VWAP, and right here, okay, is where I got long. Okay, right. Oh, I didn't save my trade announcements. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't take the screenshot of the trade announcements. I closed everything down already because it was TTG Tuesday today. I apologize, guys. I don't have the screenshot. But I'll walk you. It was 204.58. I remember 204.58 was my fill. Okay, right here, it was the entry at 204.58. We pulled it down in, okay, and then you can see we found support again. Another strong tail gets put in down there at that support level. Okay, another strong tail gets put in there. And now I was looking for us originally, okay, to not get back down here and test this level. I was looking for us to just pull in, hold VWAP, and then go, and then start our squeeze. That was my initial game plan, okay? I was looking for the squeeze to happen in the first hour of the day, and we just didn't get it, okay? And now this is where changing my game plan comes into play, okay? I didn't get the short squeeze that I was looking for. But now what is starting to happen? You start to see a wedge pattern start to form on Beyond Meat. And now as this pattern is starting to develop, as this pattern is starting to form, I'm gathering all this new information, okay? And now something has appeared that was not there when I initially entered the trade. And what is it? It's a wedge. Now, trading a wedge has its own strategy and its own rules and its own, set of things that I look for confirmation on that break. There's certain warning signs of a failed breakout. So there's a different way to trade a wedge breakout than there would be, if we were just getting that short squeeze momentum push off the bell that I was expecting. Okay, that's what I was expecting, but we didn't get it. Okay, my initial stop loss when I entered the trade up here at 204, okay, 58 was going to be down in this area below yesterday's highs. Okay, that's a lot of risk, but I thought we had the chance to get up towards 210, 215, so the risk reward made sense on my initial game plan. But now that that initial game plan did not actually happen, and I have all this new information, we have a new pattern, a new setup, and now I need to adjust my game plan. It no longer make sense for me to hold on to this stop loss all the way down into this region and carry that risk, because now there's a new chart pattern and I can adjust my risk. I can adjust my stop loss. I can adjust my take profit targets. Because we know when you get a breakout of a wedge, I usually will always take my first profit off the table once we get up to test the high of the wedge. There's the high of the wedge, which is also the high of the day. So when we broke up and out of this wedge, I took profit off the table right here at 206.30. Okay, that was right in front of the high of the day. So 206.30, I sold 25% of my position that I was long here from 204.58. And I was holding on to the rest, looking for that continuation move and finally getting a short squeeze. Still, we never got it. But what do we know about wedges? Okay, when you get a breakout of a wedge, the stock should not pull back down into that wedge. Okay, and when I started to notice, after we broke through the high of the day, we pulled back in, and then you can see we started to find a little bit more support as I extended this uptrend support line. Okay, we extend this uptrend support line, and now all of a sudden I have a new stop loss area. Okay, say to myself, if we break down below this, and then here is where we broke out of the the wedge pattern. Okay, so here now I have this little level right here, that temporary tried to hold support. And I say we break below that, I'm exiting the trade. Okay, so sure enough, I exited the rest of my position right there. It was like 202 and change on the rest of my position. So I'm red on the trade because I lost on the bulk of the position. This take profit was only 25% of my position size. Okay, so the bulk of the position I took a loss on. So I took a loss on this trade. But I'm happy with the way that I traded because I managed the risk very well. Now, there was no reason at this point for me to hold this all the way back down to my initial stop loss area and exit this trade at, let's say, 198. That's a huge difference. You're talking over $4 a share difference on that risk if I just stuck to my initial stop loss. Okay, you can't do that. You have to be prudent. You have to adjust your game plan as a stock unfolds or as a trade unfolds and as a trade develops, because every single candle that gets put in is a new piece of information that you can add to your equation, that you can factor into your analysis to determine if a stock is strong, if a stock is weak, if you want to take profits, if you're going to be stopping out of that position. And once I noticed this new pattern, I said, okay, this is a new setup. I need a new game plan. And I was able to set my stop loss to say, if we break below this level, okay, this uptrend support line, it lined up with the breakout point of the wedge. You also had VWAP sitting right underneath it. I said, if we break below that, I'm going to exit this trade. So surely enough, guys, we broke down below it and I exited right there. It took a loss on the trade, but managed the risk very, very well. And that's how I'm able to walk away from this trade, okay, losing, okay, with good position size, but it's a small red day. Okay, it's a small red trade. It's a small red day. I didn't really do much else the rest of the day. I traded CHMA later in the afternoon. I lost like 9 cents a share on it. It really wasn't, I'll just pull up the chart for you guys real quick for just 1 second. Again, guys, I'm sorry that I don't have the trade announcements today. I usually always show the trade announcements. I got long, I believe it was right here. Right there is where I got long, and I was just looking for a move back up to like get up towards this resistance level up here at 830, and then maybe even make a push up, later in the afternoon up to here. The risk reward on it was just so low because my stop loss was right here. Okay, so, and I exited that right there before the bell. I mean, I lost, it was like 9 cents a share or something like that. So it was very, very, very small loss. But the main loss on the day was beyond me. Okay, but I think I did a really good job of managing that risk. And it comes down to adjusting my game plan mid-trade and not just sticking to the initial stop loss and holding this all the way back down to that initial stop loss, because that would have been then no longer a small red day. That would have been a big red day. Okay, that would have been an extra like $4.50 worth of loss a share. Okay. So it's important that we have this discussion. It's important that we go over and break down this lesson because it's a really, really good one. And I really want to see you guys be able to start to adjust your game plan mid-trade, because every time you enter a trade, stock's not going to do exactly what you think it's going to do. And even though the side of the trade you're on may still be right, meaning if you're getting long a stock, you think it's going to do something, but it doesn't, it does something else, but there's still a long setup. You could be on the right side of the trade, but now you just have to change your game plan up a little bit. And maybe that may mean or give you the opportunity to move your stop loss up and actually reduce your risk on the trade. And that's what I was able to do with this Beyond Me trade. And that's why I think, even though I'm red on the day, I traded well. Okay, it's a very easy pill to swallow for me today, and we'll be back at it tomorrow, ready to rock and roll and look to get back and book a green day. Guys, flip that notification button, give me a like, shoot me a comment. I respond to all of them. I'll see you guys in chat. Take care.